But next, guilty pleasures without the guilt. We're talking fish and chips and pizzas that will not wreck your diet. Burgers and fries and nachos pizza, not the kinds of things you'd expect in a healthy diet, but our health and fitness expert Amelia Burton is going to show us how to enjoy these guilty pleasures without guilt. Good morning.
Exactly. Good morning.
Okay, it's all about the ingredients, not the dish, what you call the dish, it's the ingredients.
Absolutely. So you don't have to feel like you can give up all the things that you love, but if you can learn how to cook at home and make variations of the things that you love, like pizza and burgers and all of that, then you're well on your way. And it's this whole idea of swapping it, so swapping the heavy takeaway foods for the healthier options, but they're still equally as tasty.
Okay, well let's start up here. So this is stuff you make at home,
Yes.
which sometimes they call it fast food because it's fast.
Yes, and it's also often expensive in the long run when you end up having to buy these, you know, frozen dinners and things like that.
So you come home and you're really hungry, you want a pizza, take it out of the freezer and this is what you get.
And you get one of these high-fat, high-salt, disgusting meals that has zero nutrients in it. So why don't you go and make yourself a homemade pizza? Very easy. What you'd use is you would use pita bread or Lebanese bread. It lives in the freezer just like a frozen pizza base. You bring it out, you stick it under the grill for about 1 minute and spray it with a bit of olive oil, and you can get a bit of garlic and actually just rub the garlic on the base. Pull it out, flip it over, chuck your topping on, whack it in. 2 minutes later, you've got your pizza. It's crispy base. It's got that garlic zing. And this one here has 276 less calories than this pizza here. That's the equivalent of a 50-minute power walk.
Wow. 50 minutes?
50 minutes, and you still get your pizza.
It's getting better already. Okay, we all have a bit of a burger. Now, here's your traditional hamburger. You go out, burger with fries.
Yeah, exactly. Well, why don't you make one at home? I've got a steak sandwich because they're a little bit easier to make than having to do the mince, but homemade hamburgers are even better than takeaways.
So what's the bad stuff in the hamburger outside? Is it the bun?
Yeah, it's not just the bun. The bun has a lot of sugar in it, but particularly hamburger buns, and there's a lot of it, but it's also the mince. They always use a very fatty mince. There's a lot of fat in there.
And, of course, you've got your thick cut fries.
Yeah, deep-fried fries. So what I've done here is with your fries, you get a sweet potato. You can use a potato peeler even if you want to. Lay them all out on foil, spray it with olive oil spray, grill it under the oven.
What are we saving in calories from here to here?
A whopping 500 calories. Now that's the equivalent. A lady should have about 300 calories for her main meal. So you're saving 500 calories, which would be you or I in an aerobics class for an hour and a half.
Perhaps you. Okay, over here we've got the nachos. Who doesn't love nachos? But you go out and order this with a glass of wine and you're in a lot of trouble.
Exactly.
This is what you can do at home?
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is saving you 500 calories as well. So the equivalent hour and a half of aerobics. I think that looks really tasty. That to me even looks more tasty. You've got your pita bread, and you can break that up when it's raw and then bake it in the oven, or you can actually buy it in its discs like that.
And the toppings here?
Yep. So
you've got sour cream?
It's almost the same as this one, but you can see a lot less cheese. We've just grated some, and always use Parmesan cheese because it has a lot more flavour for a lot less of the cheese.
And how many calories are we saving here?
Okay, so this is only 289 versus a whopping 787. That's a lot of calories. You're saving 500 calories, an hour and a half of aerobics.
I'm exhausted already. Okay, fish and chips. Who doesn't love fish and chips? The old battered.
Yes, the old F&Cs. So your homemade fish and chips. So of course I've thrown some bread.
F&Cs?
F&Cs. The F&Cs. Have you heard that one before? That's a Jamie special, actually.
Oh, okay, very good. So what have we got here?
Okay, so we've got here your lemon-baked crumbed fish. You can just use any white fish. I've used Trevally today. And then I've literally just parboiled a potato and cut it up in its wedges.
So you can still have your potatoes, they're just not deep fried?
Exactly.
Great. How much do we save?
We are saving 186 calories, so about a 30-minute power walk.
Oh, this sounds good. Alternatives and swapping it. Love it. Thank you very much, Amelia.